Well, good Sunday morning. Some of you actually probably woke up early enough or late enough and saw this beautiful strawberry moon. Now, it's the first full moon of June, and it typically signals the peak of the harvesting season, which some of you may be struggling with as we've been so dry. So I've heard of a few rumblings that it's been hard to plant and that there's been replanting of corn. So hopefully things do get better. But right now we are watching that sun start to rise along with our temperatures, a few partly cloudy skies out there. So things are starting to already feel kind of muggy and sticky again, and I'll show you why. Your temperatures are 10 degrees warmer than what they were yesterday morning waking up. Mount Vernon sitting at 66, a little cooler there for Carbondale sitting at 63. There's a few areas of patchy fog out there in those low-lying valley areas, but look at Kennett, already rising into those lower 70s, along with our dew points sitting into those lower 60s all across the region. So temperatures and dew points nearing around this time of morning. Yeah, it's looking a little muggy to start. So looking at our threat tracker, partly cloudy skies, a few chances of a few showers and storms. It's going to be still hot as we end the weekend, and as we go into the midweek next week, things do cool down at least to seasonally average. We're still going to look at some mugginess, but for today, things are looking hot, hot, hot. So as we go through our morning hours, temperatures continue to rise till the afternoon hours into those upper 80s where we get the most cloud cover because clouds are going to continue to move in. Winds light from the north-northeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Afternoon highs, though, for some of us going into those lower 90s. But notice as we're getting to that 2 o'clock time frame, early afternoon, late afternoon, we're going to be tracking some showers and storms popping up going from the east to the west. Not average that we see that happening, but we still have a high pressure that's been dominating over the region. So as we wake up into Monday morning, temperatures again mild into those lower to mid 60s. Those winds still coming light from the north-northeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll notice some clouds coming back into place as we get to the afternoon hours, but temperatures still taking a pretty fast rise into those mid upper 80s and lower 90s. But we'll notice some clouds coming back in even as we go into the overnight hours, but we're not tracking much rain. We're still looking at our drought monitor. Things look pretty dry across parts of our Kentucky, southeast Missouri counties. I took a drive up there to Jefferson County up I-57 yesterday, and the grass is actually starting to look that brown beige color. It's not significant, but it is really an indicator that things are dry. And over the next 5 days, our rainfall forecast not looking so great either. Not looking at a whole lot of rain over the next 5 days. Great for your mowing, but not great for the crops right now in the harvest season, which we just saw the strawberry moon. Not great. So download that Storm Track 3 app, especially if you're going to be outside. You'll have a great indication of the temperatures and that we're tracking going up for this weekend, going up for your Tuesday into those lower 90s. But as we go into the midweek next week, we go back down into average highs into those lower 80s before we rise back up going into the next weekend. So it's going to be great pool weather. Just keep an eye on those showers and storms as you're heading out the doors, especially keep an eye on yourself and your kids because these temperatures can really impact them in some negative ways. But if we do take a look though at our morning lows, this is perfect for jogging weather. I mean, if you're stepping outside, maybe even right now, you're probably noticing, yeah, it's a little sticky and muggy out there, but we are seeing temperatures going every day, at least into those lower to mid 60s, but still staying a little too dry.
I mean, I don't know. This is kind of perfect camping weather. I'm thinking about throwing up a tent in the backyard for the kiddos. So
I'm going to join.
Come on, Emily. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome to come along. All right. Well, we're going to take